As we have now closed the year of the snake, I want you to reflect on what that season was really about. The snake is never random. It's about shedding, it's about truth. It's the uncomfortable awareness that you cannot carry an old skin into a new era. If 2025 felt like exposure, endings, identity, shifts, spiritual upgrades, or losing things that no longer matched you, that was the lesson. The snake doesn't rush. It transforms in silence. And if you're ready to transform, subscribe because that's what we do here. Now we step forward into 2026, the year of the horse. And the horse does not whisper, the horse moves. The horse is momentum, courage, fire, independence, action. The snake stripped you down. The horse asks, now that you know who you are you going to run? First, to those of you who already quantum leaped, you feel it. Your standards change, your habits change. You no longer tolerate what you used to. You don't react the same way. You don't desire the same things. Even if your physical reality hasn't fully caught up yet, internally, you know you shifted timelines. Welcome. You have done the work. And to those who feel like you're almost there, but not quite, like you sense your next level, but you don't know how to access it, this episode is for you. Today, we're talking about quantum leaping for beginners. Not fantasy, not theory, but how to deliberately shift into the version of yourself that already exists. Because here's the truth, the version of you who has already succeeded, already mastered the skill, already lives in the home you want, already speaks with confidence, already built the body, business, discipline, or peace you crave, she exists as potential right now. Quantum leaping is not about physically traveling anywhere. It's about aligning your consciousness with that version of yourself. In quantum physics, particles don't slowly slide from one place to another. They leap, they shift states instantly. And while we're not using this as literal physics instruction, it's a powerful metaphor for consciousness. You don't have to crawl toward your next identity. You can decide into it. Right now, you are tuned to one frequency, your current identity, your habits, your self concept, your emotional baseline, the stories you repeat. That's your channel. Quantum leaping is changing the channel. You are not creating a new version of yourself. You are aligning oneself. Think about it like this. Every decision you make collapses potential into reality. When you choose confidence over insecurity, discipline over delay, peace over drama, you're selecting a timeline. Most people do this unconsciously. Quantum leaping is doing it consciously. But before we talk about the leap, we have to talk about preparation. You cannot leap while gripping your old identity. That's why meditation is essential. Not because it's trendy, but because you have to quiet the noise of who you think you are. Start with something simple. Sit upright. Close your eyes. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Box breathing stabilizes your nervous system. And when your nervous system is calm, you are no longer emotionally addicted to your current circumstances. Once you settle your mind, you enter what many call the void. The void is not dramatic. It's simply a state where you're no longer narrating yourself. No labels, no history, no, I've always been like this. It's a mental clearing. Because here's the key, anything you carry with you limits where you can go. If you enter this practice still holding tightly to, I'm bad at money, I'm not creative, I've never been disciplined, you anchor yourself to that frequency. So in the void, you let it go. Your age, your past, your mistakes, your identity, your limitations. Release them mentally, one by one, until you feel neutral. That neutrality is powerful because in that space, possibility expands. Now we tune. And tuning is different from fantasizing. This isn't daydreaming about luxury. It's feeling into the version of you who already embodies what you want. If you want confidence, feel the version of you who speaks calmly in public. If you want success, feel the version of you who wakes up disciplined without force. If you want love, feel the version of you who already feels chosen. Don't visualize outcomes first. Visualize identity. Now here's where energy comes in. Breath is the bridge between body and mind. Once you're calm, you can activate your energy. Try rapid, controlled breaths through the nose for 20-30 seconds. You'll feel heat, tingling, alertness. That heightened state makes it easier to shift your emotional frequency. From that energized awareness, you align, You sense the version of you that already exists, not with desperation, but with resonance. When you think of her, it should feel familiar, like remembering something you forgot. Then the leap happens in one decision. You release loyalty to your old self. You let go of, this is just who I am. And you decide, from this moment forward, I operate as her. You might feel a subtle internal shift, a lightness, a steadiness. Sometimes nothing dramatic at all. That's normal. Most quantum leaps are quiet. The real proof appears afterward. You'll notice small changes first. You speak differently. You hold eye contact longer. You stop over explaining. Opportunities feel slightly closer. Conversations feel different. People respond differently. Because when your identity shifts, your behavior shifts. And when behavior shifts, reality follows. Now let's address something important: doubt. Your logical mind will try to dismiss it. It will say, nothing changed. But change often begins subtly, like dropping a pebble in water. The ripples expand over time. The biggest mistake beginners make is expecting fireworks. Quantum leaping is not chaos, it's recalibration. Another challenge is emotional attachment. If you leap but then return to old reactions, you collapse back to the old frequency. That's why consistency matters. Practice this 3 times a week. Journal what you notice. Track your internal shifts. And please do not attempt this when emotionally unstable, exhausted, or under the influence of substances. Clarity is essential. Your consciousness needs focus. Grounding is equally important. After your practice, take slow breaths. Feel your feet. Eat something nourishing. Stay embodied. This is not about escaping reality. It's about choosing it. As we enter the year of the horse, understand this. The horse will reward movement. The snake prepared you. The horse accelerates you. So if you've already leaped, keep running. If you haven't yet, start tonight. 10 minutes. Quiet your mind. Release the old identity. Feel into the new one. Decide. Then take one physical action that confirms it. One call, one boundary, one disciplined hour, one no, one aligned step at a time. Because quantum leaping is not magic. It's identity plus action. You are not stuck in one reality. You are selecting it daily. And as we move into this next cycle, I want you to remember something. You are not trying to become someone new. You are remembering who you already are. We will dive into these reality bending concepts in future episodes that will transform your life. Remember, you're not just learning a technique, you're awakening to the infinite possibilities that exist within your consciousness. Every time you quantum leap, you arrive closer to the reality you desire. If you want me to provide more videos on quantum leaping, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep exploring the infinite possibilities of your consciousness. I'm here to remind you that the only limits that exist are the ones in your mind.